Ryan Poles has finally revealed to the world how he feels about Justin Fields. Anyone who still doubts how this front office feels about the franchise quarterback just got a wake up call from Ryan Poles. The Chicago Bears released a scouting school video that was an absolute joy to watch. It revealed how the team scouts every position on the roster. I will be breaking that down in detail and changing how I evaluate players to correlate with this front office. In the video, the Bears show how they use analytics, on-field measurables, and athletics to come up with an A score. Then it was revealed who the top 3 A scorers are on the Bears' current roster. Justin Fields leads the entire team with a nearly perfect 98.17 score. If anyone had doubts about how Ryan Poles feels about Justin Fields, we now have a definitive answer. The other interesting thing is the second and third player are both wide receivers, with Chase Claypool and Velus Jones both checking in the mid 90s as well. This is interesting, and it leads to the question of if Ryan Poles thinks wide receiver is that big of a need. But back to Justin Fields, he showed the world his superstar potential this season. Yes, he still needs to get better, but he showcased his elite talents in a year that most people said it would be impossible to evaluate him due to the lack of talent on offense, both on the offensive line and in the receiving room. I believe Justin did more than enough this season to prove he is our franchise quarterback. It doesn't mean he was perfect or that he can't get better. He was nowhere near the player he was capable of being this year. He is a passer first, who was forced to use his legs way more than he wanted because of talent deficiencies around him on the roster. The fact that Chase Claypool then comes in at number 2 is also no surprise to me. I think Chase Claypool not only has the potential to be a number 1 receiver, but also the potential to be one of the best receivers in the entire NFL. I was also pretty high on Velus Jones, so it's good to see the scouting department sees a lot of the things that I see. I would kill to be able to see the entire roster and the A scores the front office has on everyone. I also assume Kyler Gordon, Jaquan Brisker, Braxton Jones, and Dominique Robinson also all had really high A scores. Another thing that the Chicago Bears showed in this video was their key scouting factors for every position. These gave me so much information. I made sure to screenshot them immediately so I can break these down further. One thing I noticed right away is the team doesn't view linebackers differently. They only care about middle linebackers, and it seems the linebackers in this defense are interchangeable with the Mike and the Will. Something that Eberflus did speak about in the past. It's cool to see it translate to the scouting department. You can also pick up on a lot of little things they value at each position, such as the difference in nose tackle and 3 tech. Also, one of the things I noticed is center is the only position on the entire roster where intelligence is the most important critical factor. It could tell us something about how they view Sam Mustipher. However, boxes 2 and 3 for center are anchor and core strength and foot quickness. Also, on the defensive side, I noted how ball skills are the most important factor for cornerbacks. No wonder they loved Kyler Gordon so much, but it does make you question whether the long-term commitment to Jalen Johnson is coming or not. He is a great corner, but he lacks elite ball skills. I took so much from looking at these charts. I could honestly talk about the different things I saw all night long. I am so excited, but I wanted to get this out there to you guys. I will link the video that this came from in my description below. I'm going to make new scouting cards for every single position based on the critical factors the Bears front office gave. This should allow me to be more in tune with Ryan Poles and company, and that's something I look really forward to doing this offseason. It was awesome to get a behind-the-scenes look at how the Chicago Bears scout players. I was already so hyped for this offseason, but being able to see what Ryan Poles looks for in every single position on offense and defense is invaluable to me. This also applies to free agency as well. Understanding what our front office looks for in every position on the roster is usually a guessing game for the most part. This backstage look into Ryan Poles and the scouting staff is going to help me make this channel better going forward, and to get this information a week before I start really diving into NFL draft prospects is just amazing. I can't wait to bring you guys better off-season coverage. Please hit that like button for me. Make sure to turn those notifications on so you don't miss out on new videos. And until next time, bear down.